I've been looking at the prop bets, and there's one prop bet that keeps jumping off the table, Big Ben. And now I have to let our listeners know I am not a financial analyst, and I probably have only bet at maximum $50 on a single bet.
Okay.
But now is the time. This is the plus 1,200 retirement fund.
Okay.
There has never been a punt returned for a touchdown in Super Bowl history, so why not now? The tail of the tape, we've got Marcus Jones on the Pats versus Rashid Shaheed on the Seahawks. Seahawks are plus 1,200. Patriots are plus 2,000. Marcus Jones is plus 2,400, Big Ben. I think we need to get some action on this.
You know what's funny about that? Guess where we're going to go watch the game?
At a sports book?
Across the pond or over on the islands. You take a ferry over. So I could make this happen for you. Grand?
I was thinking like $75.
Okay. If I would have said 100, you'd have said $10. So
I know, I would have. But now is the time. I think it's going to happen. And you know what? If after Super Bowl Sunday you see K win on a big yacht in the south of France or in Sydney, that means Rashid Shaheed found a seam.
Found the seam. Sportsbooks have over like 300 prop bets you can do.
Yeah.
Just obscured, absurd, first commercial, you name it, whatever. I like two little teasers. Okay. One is the first type of scoring. So what is it going to be? Run, pass, whatever.
Wait, hold on. Are you talking about first score or first play?
First type of score.
Okay.
So is it a run or a pass? And then first scoring play, what is it exactly? So you could bucket those. If I go, I know it's going to be, or I think it's a running play, running touchdown. You could say, okay, I think it's going to be Ramondre Stevenson or Kenneth Walker, right? So you got two different little teasers there. That's a solid one. The next one, I think first field goal distance is interesting to me.
Yeah.
Because, in the Super Bowls, you get a little tight. You got to put points on the board, right?
Yeah, early.
You got two good kickers. Pro kick it. If there's a 50-yarder first field goal, that's a nice little one for me. The last one, Gatorade dump. What color? It's got to be blue, right?
Uniform wait, you're saying blue because it's either Pats or Seahawks.
Yes. The conspiracy theory still fits. It's just aligned to the Gatorade dump.
Okay.
And then I also found this stat. Do you know that $10 per individual that can bet will be bet on the Super Bowl? That doesn't sound obscene, right? But that's regulated.
Everyone that are you talking about like a squares game?
No. I'm talking about regulated. Just like you got walk-ins for like $10 if they were to average it, because that's it's like 1.76 billion in regulated books. They say 10 times that in unregulated. So that amounts to almost $100 per person. That sounds about right to me.
It sounds about right. And I just threw in $75. You'll probably go over. It will all even out to the medium.
If you are putting a little skin in the game, Super Bowl, because that's the only way to keep your attention, right, throughout the game. Good squares board. It's probably the best way, especially if your team's not playing in it.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I'm sticking around.
What do you think about this parlay?
Lay it on me. I already got you down for 75 on the plus 1,200 punt return.
Okay. I'm going JSN touchdown.
Anytime.
That's plus 125. No one stopped him all year, so why is it going to stop on Super Bowl Sunday?
Okay.
Then I'm going Ramondre Stevenson plus or over 64.5 rushing yards, because if New England wants to win, they've got to hold the ball and keep the ball outside of Sammy D's hands, so they're going to pound the ball.
Okay.
And then Bad Bunny.
What? You can't do two sports in-game parlays with a halftime parlay. That's not allowed.
I'm kidding on the Bad Bunny. That was just for shits and giggles.
All right.
First play of the game is a run play.
I don't like those ones.
You don't like the JSN touchdown?
No. I like your JSN touchdown. I like your
Ramondre over 64.
But if the first play is a pass play where you're cooked, rip the ticket up.
Listen, I would have been cooked for the Bad Buddy song at halftime. I live on the edge.
Okay, first play, run play.
Hello and welcome to Big Ben and K-Win. Each and every week, we publish a brand new podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. More of an audio podcast person? Anywhere you get your audio podcast, you can listen to us. Make sure you 5-star and also hit that subscribe button. More of a content, online, social media person? At Big Ben K-Win _. At Big Ben K-Win _. Threads, TikTok, X, follow the Discord, Instagram. We're everywhere. Talk a little Super Bowl, talk a little NBA trade deadline, a little Cooper Flagg, a little coaching carousel, and we might even talk about Amari Bailey trying to get his college eligibility back. I'm K-Win. He's Big Ben. Let's get it.
Let's go. We just talked Super Bowl. Who's going to win, though?
Well,
is that a question?
Why don't you go first so I can pick the opposite?
I think Drake May is just maybe a year early, 2 years early. Like it's, when you have deficiencies on offense, it gets exposed by a good defense. And I think that's what's going to happen here. Like we have a really good defense. We'll find a way to make Drake May really uncomfortable. And I don't think Ramondre Stevenson's the guy you're going to get the ball 25 times and it's 4 yards in a cloud of dust. I just don't see that. I think the Hawks win. I don't think it's someone talked about this. Hopefully it's like, when we played in New York and beat the Broncos, what was it, 48-12, something like that. It was ridiculous. I don't see it going that way. I think Bravel's got too good of a team. 24-10.
Well, you're right about the Seahawks defense. They're young, they're athletic, and they don't let up rushing yards. I don't think very many teams have gotten over 100 yards rushing. And then also, Drake May's been sacked 15 times this postseason. So the Seahawks defense definitely does have the upper hand. But I'm going to go Patriots because when we met, we were in New York and we were surrounded by a bunch of massholes that were from Boston that love the Pats and love the Red Sox. And I'm pulling for them here. I think the Patriots will find a way to win, and it's going to be ugly because that's the only way that they can win is if it's ugly and they muck it up. It's going to be less than 18 points because that's what they're averaging. It's going to be a 17-10 ugly win for the Patriots. Tickets I heard are $10,000.
Yeah, I mean, the state of I'll rather take a 40-minute, $20 ferry ride and over to a place where you can watch the game in its entirety. No one's going to bother you. You're going to have bathrooms. You're going to have decent food. You're going to have the enjoyment of not a squares board, but a little more intrigue.
Okay.
And I'll have a good time. Where are you watching it?
My friends Michelle and Brendan are having a party right down the street, so it's
Nice.
Walking distance, and definitely going to play some squares. Definitely going to eat a lot of food.
How much are the squares? What's the going rate for squares?
I don't know because it's usually up to the host, right?
Right, it is, and that's like the debate. Do you look at like income levels, average income levels of everyone coming over? Like what?
I think it's got to be
place people out, right? People bring over probably $100.
Yeah, I don't want it to be. Well, you know what? Let me say this: it depends on how many people are at the party, right?
True.
Because if there's not that many people at the party, then you got to go $1 a square. But if there's like 20-ish people at a party, I think you have to go $5 square.
You got to go 5, so 500, and then do what? 125 a quarter?
I think first quarter is less, and fourth quarter is I think you
100,
tier it a little
100
bit.
third quarter, so 100 third quarter, 100 first quarter. That's 200, and then say you want more for the end. You're saying
I want more for the end.
Get people to stick around at the party. You're not here, you don't get it.
The worst, there was a Super Bowl, I think it was Giants Ravens, like in the 2000s, where my friend kept winning because they couldn't score a touchdown, so it kept rolling over. That was brutal. We do not want that to happen. We want 4 new winners unless I win in the first quarter and the Seahawks shut them out and it rolls over.
There you go. What time's kickoff?
It's usually around 3 o'clock, right?
3 o'clock, right? So you're
well,
right.
That's when it starts around 3. But the
Kickoff's more around
pregame show is like 3 hours long.
Right. So what time are you showing up? What time do you get the party?
Let's see. Theo P's every 6 hours. So kickoff is at 3:30. I think we got to get there at 3:15.
Really? You're not even in squares at that point. You're getting rubbish.
Oh, I could text my squares in.
No, you can't. Can you?
Maybe I go early. There. Maybe Jen walks Theo.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, I get there at 3. How about that?
Actually, knowing your luck, have Jen go get the squares. You walk Theo.
She won last year.
I know, so keep it going. Let her go.
We should.
I mean, that's fine. Just take 10% off the top.
Yes.
All right, where are we going next?
NBA. You want to go Giannis? You want to go Cooper Flagg?
Giannis. I have a...
We're doing this for the Bay Area fans. We're West Coast Pod. The Bay Area is bumping right now at the possibility of getting Giannis.
Go through the trade.
It changes every day.
Right, I know,
but the crux of it is 4 first-round picks, Kuminga, Podziemski, and then to match Giannis's salary, they're saying it's either Jimmy Butler or Draymond. But latest news is saying probably not Jimmy, probably Draymond. My question to you, Ben, you're Mike Dunleavy. Would you trade a player that helped you win 4 rings and push him out the door?
Like you go do a poll. Like who cares? Does anyone care that Draymond's? No, seriously, straw poll. Do go straw poll. Like who's coming in that door to the Chase Center, paying top dollar to watch Draymond Green? Raise your hand. No one. He's gone. Get him out of here. They would rather watch Jimmy Butler sit on the bench hurt than watch Draymond Green. Here's my other question to you: did Dunleavy orchestrate any of these titles? Was he GM?
He was in the front office for, I think, the Boston one. I don't know what his title was.
He hasn't been, driver's seat at all.
Well, I mean, he's in the back seat.
No, he's been in the back. He's been throwing up ways in the back, telling them where to go. See, if I'm him, I do this. I have to do this.
Yeah.
Because either you can't be the GM that watched your Steph has 2 more years in the tank. You can't be the GM to just watch Steph right off without any, with play-in games. Like that's you can't do that. You can't. So you have to do this.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's just how you do it. I think you call him into your office and say, thank you for your service. Thank you for the 4 rings, but have fun in Milwaukee. Here's a mint coat.
You're still worried about what you're going to say to Draymond? I mean, I give him a one-way ticket and say, thanks, bye. I mean, really?
He did do a lot for the franchise, though, right?
If Draymond's not in that organization, do you think that there's any chance they lose out on any of those titles?
Maybe the first one.
Maybe the first one. Maybe.
Yeah. But if he's not there, he doesn't yell at KD. KD stays. Warriors win like 7 in a row.
Like it's been more detrimental having Draymond on your team than it has having him off your team. Like I say, thank you, Draymond. Goodbye.
I said this about a year ago, and I'll say it again. This is why Bob Myers left and stepped aside, because he did not want to be the guy that didn't sign Clay and had to trade Draymond, because that's what you have to do to keep the franchise moving forward to maximize the window that Steph has left.
And this is the only thing you can do. Like you got to go big. Get rid of your guy from Santa Clara.
Podziemski, yeah, AirPods, he's gone.
And
everyone's gone. I would say, who do you want? Like, let's go. Let's make this happen. Let's transition to Cooper Flagg. There was a lot of hype of him coming into this league. 2 games ago, he scored 49. You guys say, oh, yeah, that was against the Hornets. But he scored 32 points against the Rockets last night. A stingy defense. Is he potentially better than we thought? Is he better than we thought?
Who's his comp? I got Scottie Pippen, Andre Karolinko. I think he's better than we thought, yeah.
I don't think you can give him a comp, because on defense, he's like Scottie Pippen, but he's better offensively than Scottie Pippen. if there's anyone, people have said Jason Tatum, but I think he's better than Jason Tatum was at this
stage.
So in his last 20 games, he's averaging 20.9 points, 6.7 rebounds, 5.1 assists, shooting 36% from three. And I bring that up because the whole season he's shooting 29% from three. That's like the one area that you can poke holes in, but he's going to get better. And when he gets better and can consistently knock down that three, because he can go right, he can go left, he can jump over you, can spin, he can go midi. I'm saying it right now. My first bold prediction. Next year, he's a top 5 player in the NBA. SGA, Jokic, Cade, Wemby, Cooper.
I can see that. Luka, I mean, from a plus minus perspective, because he's going to get a ton of run. He's young. You get minutes, 36, 32, whatever. Statistically, I could see that. Yeah, and it's made people forget about just what a debacle Dallas was. What if you didn't have Cooper Flagg and you're in Dallas? Just woof. Another shout out though, best shoe brand right now. Not even best. I wouldn't call it best shoes. Maybe they are.
New Balance.
I was at the we call them the outlets, right? So you have every shoe brand you could possibly walk into. New Balance. They got Cooper Flagg, Otani, Kawhi,
Maxey,
yeah. I mean, they
Cameron Brink, WNBA. Ooh. Shout out Sparks.
Sparks. Cooper Flagg is. Do you think he'll be a generation? I don't know if he'll be a generational type guy.
Yes. Have you seen what he's doing?
I haven't, obviously. No, that's why.
I mean, they're comparing his stats to LeBron. They're right there at the same age. Like,
is LeBron generational?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just trying
to figure out who's generational. Here's what people don't understand is he was supposed to be on a team where there was Kyrie and AD. Mm-hmm. And it was built around Kyrie and AD and other role players. Kyrie isn't playing. AD hasn't played much. So Dallas doesn't really look that good in terms of what they can do offensively. And he's putting up these stats and he's performing at this level at 18 and 19 years old. So just imagine how good he's going to look when like Kyrie comes back or he gets more development, a better jump shot. Generational. So I just don't know how Duke did not win a natty with Cooper Flagg and Con Knippel last year.
I don't know. Yes.
Here's my next bold prediction. He will be the youngest player in the NBA to score 50 points in a game. Brandon Jennings scored 55 with the Milwaukee Bucks when he was 20 in 1 month.
Well, can we make that bet now? Can we make that part of the Super Bowl parlay?
He has 1 year to score 50 points, and he should have got it last week.
That's a done deal. 5 to play 4. 5 to play 4. That's how it's always been, right?
5 years to play 4 years in college sports.
Exactly.
And the clock starts ticking once you step foot on campus. It's not like you're on campus, you leave, and then like, oh, I wasn't on campus, I get those years back. No.
It's into a classroom, is what they used to say. But who knows if kids are actually walking into classrooms anymore, right? Like, I never went in, I had a tutor. But that's the traditional, and Calipari and all these coaches like Cronin, all these guys are commenting on the idea that players are now saying, I'm going to go the non-traditional route. Traditional route would be what? Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg is your traditional route.
Yes.
You get recruited out of high school, you go on high school, college visits, you land on campus, you go to some classes, and you play basketball, and then you get drafted into the NBA. But now we're seeing players coming from, who's the guy the UCLA guy? Here's my thing.
It's Amari Bailey. Let me give some context here. Amari Bailey, he was a freshman at UCLA. He declared he left early, got drafted by the Hornets in 2023, got cut, picked up by the Brooklyn Nets. They reassigned him to the G League, and then they released him. So now He wants to come back and play. He's 22 years old. He only played 1 year in college, and he wants to come back. He hired a lawyer. He hired an agent. He's trying to come back and play college basketball.
I think I would give these guys grace if they came back and the headline was like, I want to go back to school. I want to finish my degree. Like, I'd be like, all right, let him go. You know, if he's enrolled in classes and he's getting good grades, let him play basketball. That's what it used to be. Like, now it's like, I just want to go back and hoop, and then my agent will collect some money for NIL money because this is happening.
Yeah.
This is what's.
Because I'm out of work right now. I'm not making any money. I could make money if I go back to college.
Yes, exactly. And here's my whole another. If you had to get a lawyer to go play basketball in college, you probably shouldn't be playing.
Yeah.
Like it's if there's a judge ruling on the effect that you can go play, we shouldn't bring judges and lawyers into kids playing basketball. That's ludicrous. You did it wrong. Face the penalty. You're not as good as you thought you were. You know, go get a job somewhere else. You just did it wrong. You took the wrong advice. Take some accountability, or try to plug through in the G League. I mean, just because you thought the grass was greener and then all of a sudden the grass wasn't, or the grass got a lot greener in the college ranks.
It's because there is a guy from Arkansas. I can't think of his name. He played in the G League, and then came back and played at Arkansas, which I don't agree with. But this is another level. And I don't think you can open up the floodgates for someone who's gotten drafted by an NBA team. He's played in 10 NBA games, and then will come back to college. Like, I was texting with my buddy. Can LeBron and KD come back and play in college? Like, all these other people could come back and play in college if they let Amari Bailey come back and play.
Go across seas, go overseas, go do something, right? You can go make money overseas, but like having to go get a lawyer and a judge, what are you going to argue? What's your argument?
Yeah, you signed a professional contract. What's your argument?
Exactly. What's your argument? You couldn't make it? You couldn't hack it? What's the judge going to say?
I still have eligibility. That's his argument. Actually, doesn't eligibility get thrown out the window once you become a professional athlete?
Yes. Once you're no longer eligible, eligibility applies to the amateur ranks of NCAA college basketball. Once you go and sign a professional contract, you are no longer an amateur. Point blank. And you can't like take one identity and throw out the window like, I don't want to be a pro anymore. I'll go back to being an amateur. Like, you can't do that. Who's the guy? Actually, Izzo just says this. He goes, you know what we're going to do? Coach, recruit high schoolers really well. Really, really well. Find really good kids for our program to develop. And then we're going to go what we have to do in the transfer portal.
They just need to establish rules. Like, once you're a professional, you cannot play college basketball.
You know what there's going to be? Have you ever driven around and you've seen those signs like injury lawyers, all that stuff, and like, kind of DUI lawyers? So there's going to be eligibility lawyers, in and around LA. You got some like, come back. We'll get you, a plus.
It's going to say, got hit by a bad combine?
Yeah,
work out? Call me for some eligibility.
Your 40 wasn't off the charts. Hit me up. We'll land you in a Power 5. You'll be just fine. Coaching trends, NFL coaching trends. Offensive coordinator just got hired by the Baltimore Ravens named Declan. Declan wasn't even a name, like in the name encyclopedia. He's like the first Declan out there. You know you're getting old when there's a Declan being hired. The kid's 29.
Of course he is. He's
what were you doing at 29, K-Wen? You weren't telling Lamar Jackson what to run.
Definitely
on the field.
not.
Joe Brady's 36. He's now the head coach of the Buffalo Bills. Sean Mannon, I remember watching him play quarterback for Oregon State. He's 33. He's the OC for the Eagles.
Yeah.
I think he's young.
I thought he was still in the league as a backup quarterback.
I probably 2 years ago he wasn't. But then you got the Browns hiring a 59-year-old and just bucking trends. My question to you, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, where does this come from? Where does this spawn from? Is this? Well, let me talk more about the NFL holistically. Okay. More of a passing league, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. More points being put up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. More of an analytics.
Yeah.
more analytics going on. We probably know what other teams are doing. We got some analytics. Go back. What year did Madden football begin?
95?
What if Declan just had at 5 years old, he's playing Madden and he's got all because those are real, formations. They're real plays, and it's been expanded. You can call audibles, you can hot route, you can do everything. Are we getting guys younger in the coaching ranks because of these things, or are the trees of Shanahan and McVay younger?
I think the trees are younger, but I also think everyone is excited for that next boy genius, right? I don't know how McVay was maybe 28 when he got hired.
Mm-hmm.
LaFleur was probably in his 30s. So a lot of these teams that haven't won or haven't won in a while are trying to tap into some kind of younger energy, a creative playbook, a creative scheme to win. And if that's going to have to be a Declan and a Braylon.
Liam's already coaching head coach. So we got Liam in Jacksonville.
Yeah. So if you have to hire Apple or North to be your offensive coordinator, go do it.
But think about it. They're upstairs, right? They just have the headset on. They're not down there motivating their players. It's not like, let's go, guys. They are simply upstairs calling the plays. Or I'm Herbert with 700 plays on my thing, and they're going C7, and he points at C7 and runs the play. It is these guys that are just, and I don't think it's a trend that's going to go away, because if it was, Mike McDaniel would not have been hired by anyone. But yet he got no. Who's the
Seahawks?
No, who's the Dolphins head coach?
Yeah, you're right.
Mike McDaniel got hired as the Chargers OC. Like, that guy's here's what I'm going for. He's an intricate individual, very unique individual.
He's Shanahan coaching tree.
Correct. But it's like up here, right? I'm sure he's going to, Herbert's going to have a hell of a year next year, I think. Because you put that guy just up there with a headset on. Don't put him on the sidelines. Headset on. Calling plays. Everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Not only is it going to be okay, they'll probably do pretty darn well.
Yeah. Amari and Hampton's going to look like H-in the backfield. You might have to write that down and draft him early.
But, I mean, these guys from these trees are younger, and I think it's less of the requirement of a coach, especially a play caller or coordinator from either side. It's no longer like, we need you motivating, we need you, in there. All we need you is calling plays that are going to win us football games, and the resources and assets we have on the team. It's like Madden. It is like Madden. It's like Madden.
This is our offense, but come up with some creative pre-snap motions and schemes and personnel packages. And sometimes it takes the fountain of youth to get there.
I want Declan to play Sean Mannon in Madden, see who wins.
Declan would win.
You think Declan would win? Oh, yeah, Declan would probably win. He's probably playing it on PS5. Who's the head coach for Ravens now?
It's Jesse Minter. He's a defensive guy from Michigan under Harbaugh. You got to bring in a Declan to win.
There you go. Fire nice.
All right, let's get out of here. At BigBenK1_ anywhere you get your social media. That's X, that's TikTok, Instagram. Follow the Discord, even on Facebook for my mom and my grandma. Yeah. If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you drop some comments below. We'll respond to them, and hit that subscribe button. On the audio front, make sure you 5-star review us, subscribe, give us some comments as well. We love it. I'm K-Win. He's Big Ben. We're doing this a little early because I got to hit the road, but Big Ben's going to get in my parlay. Can you see that?
Ooh, where's Theo? You had a tracker.
Fi. It's a dog tracker. It goes on the dog collar. Tryfi.com. It acts as a GPS, so you always know where your dog is. But here's the thing. It's kind of like a Fitbit because it monitors his steps, his heart rate, his sleeping patterns. but he's ranked 30,000 in California. I got to get him out there doing
No way. They've gamified it?
I love it.
Yeah. That's so good. But is that amongst his breed? Can you drill down?
All dogs.
Man, there's probably labs out there crushing him.
The Seahawks are going to run the ball because they have to set up the play action.
True.
Well, and then the Patriots have to run the ball.
You know what might be a good little sneaker. I don't think Charbonnet's not back, right? He's not back. He won't be back. Halali. Him
he's
popping
not getting
a couple
the first handoff.
No, he's not. I know he's not getting the first handoff, but what if there's garbage times and he pops like 3 TDs? Ooh.
What are you going to put? You're going to bet him anytime TD?
No, I'm going to bet him all the time MVP.
We're out on that one.